We are continuing to follow breaking news tonight. Justice served for Ahmaud Arbery. All three men now convicted in his murder. Judgments handed down this afternoon in Brunswick.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty.
The 12-person jury reaching the verdict after more than 10 hours of deliberations. The convictions coming 21 months after Arbery was shot and killed in the streets of Brunswick while jogging. All three men now face minimum sentences of life in prison. It is up to the judge to decide whether that comes with or without the possibility of parole. And outside the courtroom, celebration. Arbery's family and dozens of supporters cheering over the verdict. We have live team coverage from Brunswick tonight. Let's start with CBS 46's Haley Mason, who has been following the trial since day one. Haley, good evening.
Good evening, Sean. Some people are calling this justice. Others call it accountability. A year and 9 months after the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, his parents called these three convictions what they prayed for. This is one of the few times we've seen Ahmaud Arbery's parents smile.
It's been a long fight. It's been a hard fight, but God is good.
The moment still setting in that the three men accused of chasing down and shooting their son have all been convicted of murder.
I never thought this day would come, but God is good.
There was an outburst of emotion in the courtroom as the judge read the verdicts.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty.
Ahmaud Arbery's father standing up behind the defendants, shouting out with relief.
Count 2, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Greg McMichael, guilty.
That the three men on trial for killing his son have been found guilty.
Count 3, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, William R. Bryan, guilty.
During the trial, the jury heard from Travis McMichael, who claimed he shot Ahmaud Arbery last February in self-defense.
He has not threatened you?
No.
Hasn't pulled out a gun?
No, ma'am.
Hasn't pulled out a knife?
He did not.
The younger McMichael testified that his father, Gregory McMichael, told him to, quote, grab his gun before they chased Arbery through Brunswick, Georgia. They say it was an effort to commit a citizen's arrest, thinking Arbery was a burglar.
And I can tell you, honestly, these men are sorry for what happened to Ahmaud Arbery. They are sorry that he is dead. They are sorry for the tragedy that happened because of the choices that they made to go out there and try to stop him.
Prosecutors argue it was not a citizen's arrest since the three men had no direct knowledge of a crime being committed.
You can't make a citizen's arrest because someone's running down the street and you have no idea what crime they have committed that day.
The trial hinged heavily on this cell phone video of the fatal altercation. It was captured by the McMichaels' neighbor, William Roddy Bryan. His attorney, Kevin Goff, making several moves for a mistrial. The three defendants now face life in prison, a conclusion that Arbery's parents say their son has long deserved.
You know him as Ahmaud. I know him as Quez.
Yes.
He will now rest in peace.
Amen. That was Wanda Cooper Jones saying her son can finally rest in peace. We do not know the sentencing date just yet. It has not been released, but we do know that Travis McMichael, Greg McMichael, and William Bryan all face life in prison for those felony murder charges. Travis McMichael also charged with malice murder, almost certain to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Reporting live outside the Glenn County Courthouse, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Haley, thank you. And